Hey guys, this is DFD aka Dark Frozen Depths, back with another Kamihime project video. This is one I have to bring to attention because it's got its ups and downs anyways. Now, first and foremost, the upside, definitely the fact that when you do this retweet campaign, which you need a Twitter account for, it just adds to the counter, and if they meet certain quotas, we'll get that amount of magic jewels. And they do stack on top of each other, so say we get 250 retweets, which we have already, 250 magic jewels. They hit 500, they don't give us 500 total, they give us 750 total because it's the 250 plus the new 500. And as far as I know, we hit 1,000, I think, but not the 2,000. So this is a free 10 draw if you manage to get all of it. So that's the good thing. Now, here's where it gets a little bit interesting, maybe even detrimental. Now, this special reward thing. First and foremost, if you do not have a Twitter account, you cannot be part of this. So keep in mind, you can still get the magic jewels if there's enough retweets, but you cannot be part of this special reward. What they're going to do is give 10 random Twitter accounts a special little message or contact them some sort of way through that, and you'll have to give them your like account info, which is a player ID or something like that. They'll send you all 3 collaboration characters. That means Haruhi, Yuki, and Mikuru. All 3 of them. And it's 10 random winners, so they're probably going to shuffle the Twitter accounts and whatnot and go through that. Honestly, given that it's a raffle, your chances probably aren't going to be that great, but here's where it gets a little bit wrong. If the winner already has a collaboration character, the relative Kamihime release weapon will be sent instead. Sort of understandable, but kind of messed up, because if you pulled the character and then you get sent this stuff, you may or may not even want the weapons anyways, because at this point of the game, not too many players care about R or SR weapons. They'll mainly focus on SSR, even if they're brand new. And add on the fact that the SSR weapon cannot, I repeat, cannot final break. So, yeah. Now, here's where it gets worse. After the winners are selected and contacted, rewards will be lost if in 72 hours if they don't get a reply. Excuse me. So, that means if they don't send out the rewards, then that's just a dead draw. Oh, and it gets worse too. If a winner can't receive Twitter's direct messages, the rewards are lost as well. So, that said, no matter what, they are not redrawing. They're just going to pick 10 random Twitters. They respond, they get their stuff. They don't respond, dead draw. That, in my opinion, is very, very messed up. Now, here's reasons why. First off, if you go to their Twitter page, they have about, I'd say, 8,000 people. It's a large number of players following. It is a very large number of players following. I think they're close to 10,000. I don't remember the exact number. However, in fact, I can even go to their Twitter page too later on. But then they're not redrawing, and the winner count is already quite low. If anything, it's getting people to try and follow their Twitter. And if they don't respond or whatever, so be it. But it is messed up that it's already a low amount of draws, people already have a low amount of chances, and it gets worse if nobody responds. Something else I've thought of too, which I've discussed with some people in the official Kamihime Discord. There's also the issue of if they pick a Twitter account that's just completely not getting used. Say, for instance, somebody made a Twitter account but did not delete it. That's still a dead account if it's a follower, but gets picked anyways. There are people that quit this game, especially after the accessory quest fiasco. So, that said, they may not even care. They may not even try to respond. and they just randomly get picked for this crap. So that's a dead draw as well. Also, add on the fact that if somebody has multiple Twitter accounts and both of them somehow get hit, what happens then? Do they send 2 weapons to the same account, or do they just say screw it and only do it once? Which would guarantee a dead draw as well. Honestly, I think this is poorly handled, especially without the redraws. Because, for one, it's singling out only Twitter followers. You can have a Twitter account but still not win if you aren't following. Second is the fact that they're not redrawing. And third, which compounds with the redraw thing, only 10 people get picked. Now, I'm going to go to their Twitter. In fact, I'm going to the exact thing, which is the, this exact tweet. So, this exact tweet right here, you can see just how many retweets. We're not even at the 1,000. We're getting close. We're getting very, very close. But going to them specifically, 8,065 followers. So, off the top of my head, that is, and there's 10 followers out of that too, that is less than a % chance to actually get picked. I kid you not, you probably have about the same rate as pulling a 100% add-on in order to get these 3 crossover characters. That alone is already bad. Now, add on the fact that there's like dead stuff and whatnot where people, not even necessarily players, they may not be using their Twitter account but did not delete it for some reason. Because I know Facebook has that kind of crap where it's like you have to not use your account for like a month before it gets deleted. There's others that may have forgotten about it. Some just simply don't care because they may have quit the game. There's a lot of stuff that's wrong with that. So, that said, it's pretty screwed up that that happens. And keep in mind, this is to pretty much randomly give 10 players at most, because it may not even be 10 given how they set it up, just 10 people out of all these followers, just the collaboration characters. There is so much that's working against that. Now, honestly, you have to bring it to attention because, granted, this isn't something that's completely major because of how low they're really giving out the rewards anyways, but it is something that needs to be brought to attention because, again, if you're lucky enough, you'll get the stuff without even paying for it. And not even needing to use your jewels or anything. It's just flat out, give you the weapons, there you go. But the biggest issue with this is the fact that they are not redrawing in a lot of different things. And then on top of that, you'll get the rewards after the campaign ends, so by then, you're not going to be able to get Haruhi anyways, if you're really aiming for her. Because she's, quite frankly, the only one that a lot of players are even aiming for. Me personally, I want her too, but since I like this series, I wouldn't mind getting all 3 of them. Especially Mikuru, because she was my favorite character. But that's just it. It's so skewed against you unnecessarily, and honestly, I think this is just the devs being lazy on their part, because you really could just redraw. You really could. And granted, if you want to be honest, I'm not exactly one to talk about laziness because I still promote doing things in this game at your own pace, so if you want to be lazy, that's fine. I am too it sometimes because I have a lot of stuff to do, or there's a few cases where I just don't feel like playing a game. And keep in mind that I am doing multiple games and all that type of stuff too. People may have a busy schedule. They might be working or whatever, might be out of town, can't log on the internet, any number of reasons. But it's one thing if the players are lazy, because it only affects them. It's another if the devs are lazy, because it affects everyone. And that's the biggest issue here. more or less, they're also kind of lazy with the whole accessory quest thing too, but I've already covered that in 2 videos. And then we see this stuff. So it just makes you wonder, what the hell? It really does. So that said, my suggestion, possibly try to, because you can't even really complain it as a problem or a gameplay issue. The best you can do is probably go to support and put it as a suggestion. At least bring it to the devs' attention that at the very least try to get a redraw out there. It's not really asking them to increase the numbers, even though, quite frankly, I believe they should. It should get up from 10 to at least 20 or even 50. My suggestion is that you do 100 if you want to be honest. But then there's the whole issue of, like I said, dead accounts. Somebody might just go out their way to make multiple Twitter accounts just trying to up their chances. And then they still got to go through and check all of them too, because I don't think they're going to announce the winners on their page. They're just going to flat out message them. There's just so much wrong with this, honestly. And granted, it is free stuff. They honestly didn't even have to do this, because this is the first time they did a raffle like this, as far as I know. But they're kind of doing it wrong. It's like, if you're going to do it, try to do it right at least. But that's just me, though. But anyways, that's all for this video. Like I said, try to get it to their attention. More of this is going to come soon, and that's all for now, guys. Take care.